Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class of English. In our previous class, we have started with the chapter Sentence and its Kinds. And we have gone through the three kinds of sentences, that is simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. And we have separately learnt about each of these sentences along with their examples. And we have also learnt that how to identify these sentences as an individual, like which is a simple sentence, which is a compound sentence, and which is a complex sentence. Although this chapter is new for you and you may be unknown about some of the things, but if you go through the rules given in the book or as it is taught through the video, it will be helpful to you to know the topic properly. So in your book on page number 108, there's a column which we were discussing about in the last class, previous class, and we have gone through the definition of various kinds of sentences. That a simple sentence has only one main or independent clause and it has a finite verb, and compound sentences has two or more main clauses, and these two main clauses are joined with a coordinating conjunction. You have to be very, very careful about this, that in the compound sentences, two main clauses are joined with only coordinating conjunctions, not any other. There are 7 coordinating conjunctions in grammar. You can take the help of the chapter conjunctions, which we have already done previously, and you have to take care about that if two clauses are joined with coordinating conjunctions, then only it will be a compound sentence. Otherwise, it will be not a compound sentence. It might be complex sentence. A complex sentence has a main clause and one or more subordinate or dependent clause, and sometimes two different clauses are added with subordinating conjunction or correlative conjunction. We have done all these conjunctions in our previous classes. So these chapters, like conjunctions and the kinds, phrases and clauses, and the simple, compound and complex sentences are interrelated to each other. So we have to know when we talk about simple, compound, complex sentence, we have to go through these other chapters also, because these are responsible for the framing of the sentences, simple, compound and complex sentences somehow, to make it meaningful. There are various examples given. The same example is written in different ways in these columns. It will help you to know the things in a better way. Since this is a new chapter for you, new topic for you, so I have solved all the exercises here for your help. The previous day we have gone through the first, actually in this particular chapter, transformation of sentences, that is assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative and exclamatory sentences are also there, but we will go through them later on. We will first know about the simple, compound and complex sentences, and then we will come to it. So the previous day we have done exercise A, and then we have the exercises based on the other 4 kinds of sentences which we haven't done, we are not going to do now. You have already done in our previous classes. We will come to those kinds later on. So that's why after exercise A we will directly go to exercise F. It is already solved. I have solved for you because these things are new for you, but I would like if you do these exercises yourself first, then only you tally your answers with the answers given. It will be better. You will be knowing the things in a better way. Otherwise, simply copying down will not help you much. In exercise F, the simple sentences are changed to compound sentences. So the various kind of simple sentences are given. which are changed into compound sentences. You have to only think in mind that in compound sentences, two main clauses or independent clauses are joined with coordinating conjunctions will be the compound sentences. So if you go through this rule, you can be able to solve the exercises and then you tally your answers with the answers given through PDF. I hope you'll do that. In exercise G, the simple sentences have to be changed into complex sentences. Complex sentences, in the case of complex sentences, one main clause will be there, one or more subordinate clause will be there, and these two might be added or joined with subordinating conjunction or correlative conjunctions. So you may see one or two exercises you will do, then you will be able to do like these are added with that, so that, like that. This exercise is also solved. Now transforming compound sentences into simple and complex sentences. This may be, the question will come in this way only. So you have to be, here some examples are given. Rita is intelligent but she is lazy. But is the coordinating conjunction, So Rita is intelligent is meaningful, she is lazy is meaningful. Two different main clauses are added with a coordinating conjunction, so it's a compound sentence. Now in simple sentence, there will be only one finite verb. The finite verb is here, that is a helping verb. So you have to write the simple sentence in such a way that it fulfills the rule of a simple sentence. So in spite of being intelligent, Rita is lazy. The meaning must not change. And then in complex sentence, although Rita is intelligent, she is lazy. Although is the subordinating conjunction. So you have to place the words or conjunctions in such a way that the meaning should be clear. So a compound sentence is changed to a simple sentence by changing one of the main clauses to a word or a phrase. A compound sentence is changed to a complex sentence by changing one of the main clauses to a subordinate clause. Go through the rules, it will be easier. If time will permit, we will go through this chapter again. Okay. But till now, you will try to do the exercises yourself. Now in exercise H, that is on page number 110, you have the sentences are changed from compound sentences to simple sentence. Sometimes simple sentences, although they sound simple, but they are very complex. So generally, despite, being, having, this kind of, in spite of, this kind of words are used in simple sentences, but you have to be careful that no conjunctions should be used and the sentence should not be breaking and joining. Okay, a simple single sentence. The subject may be one or more than one, but the verb will be one only. Okay, this exercise is also solved. We will discuss these exercises in our next class, next online class. I'm sending you this. Generally, I teach in A section and B section, so I'll make them understand. And whoever is teaching you English, the teacher will explain in the live classes. Okay, but till then, you try to understand through this video. Now, transforming complex sentences into simple and compound ones. Okay. So, the complex sentence is transformed into a simple sentence by changing the subordinate clause. Okay. The complex sentence is transformed into a compound sentence by changing the subordinate clause to the main clause and joining the two main clause by the coordinating conjunction. Okay, coordinating conjunction is very important in the case of compound sentence. This is exercise I, 111 page number is solved for you. So go through, again I would like to suggest you that kindly do these exercises yourself by taking the help from the examples. Maybe it is wrong. You write the answers on the book with pencil And then when this PDF will go to you, after that only you will open the PDF and see the answers and tally it with your answers. If your answers are wrong, no problem. You will learn it by doing mistakes only, and if it is correct, that means you have understood the topic. So I'm going to end my class here, because actually this chapter is very difficult to teach online, because I wanted that you should be sitting near me and we should have a normal classroom teaching, and I would have gone to your places and help you teaching one thing. But since due to this pandemic, it is not possible this time. But I'm always there with you, dear children. You may ask anything if you feel any kind of trouble in understanding this chapter. Campus Cares message box is there. Your WhatsApp groups are there. I'm there in the WhatsApp group of A and B, 7A and B. But sections C, D and E can also ask me through their WhatsApp group anytime. Although E section's class teacher is also an English teacher, so you may ask your class teacher also. Okay, you better ask your class teacher. She will explain it very nicely. And C and D sections students can ask through their WhatsApp group. Your teacher will convey the message to me. So dear students, I hope that I'm able to make you understand at least a little this chapter, but still I'm not very satisfied. I will, as I told you, that after completing the course, I will again teach you this particular chapter, so that you may not feel any trouble, because this is very important for your higher class also. And it is not very easy for you, since you are going through this topic for the first time. But don't bother, don't worry about. I will help you out. Your teachers are always there with you. Anytime, any trouble, you can make it clear by asking us your queries, your doubts. So going to end my class here. I'll send you the PDF and you will go through it. Thanks for joining. Thanks. I would like to thank you all for viewing the videos and making us and supporting us. I would say supporting us to help you. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you.